Yeah, hello. So this is the virtual user generator. Once we can open, right, we can go to the plus icon, nothing but add new script. You can click on this script and we need to select for the protocol. Which protocol we need to select? We want to for the any web application means which protocol? Web
Web
HTTP
HTTP.
HTML protocol we need to select. And this is the script name means which script you are doing, you need to give for that script. For now, we are doing for the web tour application. In that web tour application, we are doing for the flight booking. Okay. And we need to give for the today date, 15th/08, and click on create button. So once we can click on create button, our virtual user generator will be open like this. And you can see the three sections: user init, action, and user end. So user init and action, user end. I think already I explained, right? What is the difference these three? Anyone? I explained or not this three?
No, only action.
Sravanti, I think you are not there. I think remaining peoples are there. Like before 1 week, we are explained just what is user init, action, and user end. Okay, no problem. Okay. So if you're recording a script, right, user init, action, and user end, we have the three sections. If anyone asks for the user, how many sections you have means, we need to give for the answer. We have the three sections. What are there means user init, action, and user end. So what is the user init means? Initial part like launch part and login part, we can call it as a user init. So action part will be there. Action part nothing but see, for example, we are doing for the flight booking. So what are the business plan our actually to book the flight ticket only, right? So the booking the ticket or you are canceling the ticket or so this type of business functionality we need to record in the action part. And going to the user end nothing but it's the end section. Like we need to log out section will be there. You want to record in user end in logout section means you need to select user end and you need to record this one. So just I will show you for today how to we can record in the user init and action and end. So now you can observe just I'm starting for the record button. This is the record button. Everyone able to see, right? So this is the record button.
Yes.
So now once we open this record button, we are able to see this and this is the action and web browser we are recording. So if you want record for the now, for starting will be once we can click on the start recording, what will happen? It will launch the application, right? So it is launched application means so what is that user init? Initial part I told, right?
Initial
so
part.
select for the user init. And browser will be same. And if you want for the browser will be you want to for the select anything is fine. If you want Chrome or Microsoft Edge or whatever maybe you can select. And this is the URL which application you are doing. You need to give for that URL. And before that, what we need to do means you need to recording options will be there. So you need to before start recording button, we need to set some recording options also very important for recording point of view. So now you need to click on the recording options. So once you can click on recording options, so this is the recording options window will open. Now you need to check for the one by one. First will be what is that recording? What is that recording? In the recording, we have the two modes will be there, HTML and URL based. Now which of now we are selected HTML only. So HTML and what is the difference between URL? I will explain later. But now we are recording only through HTML only. And we have the HTML advanced will be there. Just click on HTML advanced and you need to select for the these two every time. See in the script type will be every time will be when you are recording the script, right? You need to keep this one. You need to check this radio button like a script contain explicit URL. Only web URL and web submit data will be generated for the script. So you can observe when we record the functions, right? You can observe which function it will generated web URL and web submit data. Because why these two only it is recording means so we are selecting for the this option. So that is why we are getting for this application. These are the things. And if you record any application, web application through HTML base, you need to select for only second one. See, in that next one will be non-HTML. Non-HTML page, you need to select for the record within the current script step. So these two will be, we need to keep. See, once you can install the software, right, first time, so maybe it will be like this will be there, maybe. Then what we need to do, we need to change this one. Otherwise, you will not get for the proper functions. So then if you select this one, you can get for the web link and web submit form functions will be generated. So those will be not correct. So that is why you need to select for this is first and this is the second, this is the first option. And after that, once you changes, need to change means you can click on OK. So this is the recording. It's clear, everyone? So now go to the script part and see, this is the protocol. So which protocol you are selected, it will display for that protocol. So which protocol we are selected?
Web HTTP.
Web HTTP HTML protocol. And after that, we want to for the only recording time options I am explaining. See in advance. So advance also, when you are starting will be there, right? It will be like this will be there. When you install your software, it will be like this. This will be there. So we want to uncheck some options. So this is the option, generate web breakpoint function. Means now is no need for this function. So that is why you need to enable, just to disable that one. And generate web add cookies also there, right? You can disable, and you can generate step is there, right? You can disable. So after that, this is that. After that, headers also there. You can click on headers, and starting will be, you need to record header list will be there. So you don't want record header list means you can select this one. Don't record header list, you need to keep. Then click on OK. And next will be, this will be same. Do not filter content types. You can select this one, you can get this all, but we don't need this one. Then you need to select for the do not filter content types and click on OK. This is the prerequisites for we need to important recording, and after that advanced, and after that one more is the mapping and filter. So in the mapping and filter also very important for us. So you can observe here, capture levels will be there. If you want record means we have the some options will be there. What are the options it is showing? Socket level and VNet level and socket level and VNet level. So when we can go with the socket level and VNet level means, see if you're recording any web application, then you need to select for only web socket level data. Maybe you are recording any desktop based applications like Notepad or Citrix or SAP Geo applications. So those all will be not web application. Those will be Windows based application. So now you can select for this. But now we are doing for the which application? Windows or web?
Web.
Web. So which option will you need to select? Socket level.
Socket.
Okay. So this is the very prerequisites before you need to record. So you need to change this and click on OK button. If you click OK button only, it will be save your settings. What are the changes you done? Now this is the prerequisites. Now you need to start recording. This is the start recording button. Click on this and click on OK. Then what will happen? Which browser you are selected? Google Chrome. So automatically the Google Chrome will be open. And which URL we are given? Web tour URL.
Web tour.
So that is automatically it will open. See, you can observe. See, it's the launch is happen. So already I told, right, where it is recording user init. User init means what is that? Initial part. Initial part means what is the initial part? Login, launch and login. So now what you are doing, login also user init, right? So that is why you need to change for the action part. So we can keep the user init only. Now which action you are doing? Which transaction?
Login.
Login. So we need to give for the transaction name it as a login. Login. And click on OK. Now you need to enter for the username. So this is the default username Jojo and Bean, 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 and click on login. See, login is completed or not? Completed. We need to end the transaction name is the login. Now next transaction what we are to click on flight. So that is the click on flight will be whichever one, that is the business flow. So that is why where we need to record in the action. So that is why you need to go to the here drop down and select for the action. Now you need to give for the transaction name. What is the transaction name?
Click on flight.
Flights. Now click the flights. So click on flight is completed. You should wait for the until page will be loaded. Okay. What just click this again to come to here and don't end for the end transaction. So first you need to wait for the until page will load. Then you can go and you need to end the transaction is the click on flight. So next transaction, what is the transaction name? Find flight. So you give for the transaction name it as a find flight and click on OK. Now you need to select for the departure area city, London to Paris. And if you want change date means you can change, and window seat and business coach also you can change and click on continue. See, this is the which transaction? This is also same transaction, find flight only. So that is why I'm not ending this transaction, because this transaction is also same. We have the different flights from the London to Paris for this date, 16th of August. So you need to select any one of the flight. Click on continue. See now which transaction is completed, find flight is completed, you need to end. Now which transaction we need to perform? Payment details. So you need to give for the transaction name it as a payment details. Click on OK. Now you need to enter for the details of address details. I'm entering for the OK. And Hyderabad and credit card number and expire date of the credit card. And click on continue. See, click on flight. See, payment is completed. Where ticket is booked successfully. Then we need to end the payment. Now, finally, which transaction we are doing?
Sign off.
Sign off. So, sign off we can do for the action? No, right?
No.
Where we can do end, user end. You need to select user end. Now you need to give it as a transaction name. Sign off. Okay, click on OK. Now we can perform the sign off. See, sign off is completed. You need to end the transaction name sign off. Now you need to stop recording. This is the stop recording button, because what is our aim? What is our business flow? To book the flight ticket is our business flow. So we recorded everything. It's completed. Now we need to stop recording. This is the stop recording button. Just click on stop recording. Then what will happen? Automatically the code will be generated. You should wait for the until code will be generated. See, now we can observe. Once recording also, you need to see this. See, this is 127. This is the our URL. So you need to select only one only. Okay, no need to select others. Then now you can go to the user init. It's recorded or not, you can check. See, it's a login part. We are recorded. Where we can recorded user init. So it's recorded user init, right? See, now in the action part, you can go to the action part. Transactions, click on flight and find flight, and as same to the payment, and up to payment we are done, and final done, we done for the end transaction is this. So we need to record this type. Why we need to record this type means, for example, I want to log in only one time, and but this action part will be executed for the many times, means we need to prepare for the like this. Actually, we need to record everything is the action also, no problem. But sometimes based on the requirement. See, I want to only record flight booking only. I want to record for the 2-3 times. Means we need to record like this type of. So now just we can execute, and you guys will be know for the what is the difference from the recording. You need to understand. And see here. See, launching, so our script will be passed. See, our script will be passed. Now we can go here and we can observe what are the transactions you are given. All transactions we are getting for the one click on flights, and you are getting for this one. Now what we need to do means we want to execute 5 times here only, just okay. So where we need to go to means recording options. This is the runtime option. Sorry, not recording, runtime settings. You need to go in the runtime settings. You need to select for the run logic. Here you need to give for the 5 iterations. So you can observe if I given 5, you can observe only action part only it is executing 5 times. Login part only executing for the one time only, because one user only you are executing, but action part only it will executing 5 times. Otherwise, if you recorded everything in the action part, if you give a 5, then what will happen? Login is also 5 times will happen, and logout also it is happen 5 times. But now you can observe, just will execute and just observe for the differences. See, login is a one time only it is happen, but flight booking it will happen for the many times. See, you can observe. It's not going to log in every time. See, you guys can understand. User init is there. How many times it is executed?
One time.
But action part, how many times it is executed?
5.
And end part? One time.
1.
Means what will happen? One user only it is a login, but ticket booking is happen for the 5 times. Maybe you are keeping for the everything in the action part only. Then what will happen? Login is happen 5 times, and action part everything will happen for the 5 times. It will happen login, logout also. So that is why. So if you maybe they based on the requirement, you need to do for this type of also. It's clear, everyone? It's clear, everyone?
Yes.
So if we miss any transaction names means you need to give for the manually also. See, launch we may have missed, right? You can click on here and enter for the launch. Launch view order. And same name you need to give for the end also. This is the end transaction. Give it as a control. So see, now this is the one more way we need to record means we can do for like this also we can do. Got it, everyone? For this, we have the how many sections we have in visual? Hello.
3 sections.
What are they?
User init, user and action.
So what thing we can do in user init?
User init is launch URL.
Yes, initial part. Just
Yes.
initial part, nothing but launch and login. We need to record. So action means what is the business flow we are performing? We need to record for that business flow in the action part. So what is the user end? User end nothing but we want to end part, like it's a logout section. We want to record in there means you need to record for the logout. So got it, everyone?
Yes.
See, difference you guys understand or not? I will execute it again 5 times. I am executing. You can observe for the runtime view also. See, login only it is happen one time only, but you can observe only action part is executing for the 5 times. Means login one time only means user will be logging to the one time only, but what is our business flow is there, like ticket booking is our business flow. So it is executing for the 5 times. So you can observe here. So we are able to see the transaction response time also. You can observe. So only launch login is executed how many times? One time. But You can observe click on flight and find flight payment. It is executed how many times? 5 times. Why
Five
it is
times.
happen 5 times means action part only we recorded for our business flow. Maybe you can record everything is the action part. Then previous we see the report, right? In replay summary, what things we done. 5 times will be launch also we are seen the 5 times. Login also we are seen the 5 times. So main thing will be we want to the business flow is the how much time it is taking for the number of user point of view only we need to do. So login will be no need to execute many times, right? Because one time is happen means, so again, how many times you want for the click on flight, these things you want to execute means you can use for the, this is the one scenario. So this will be rarely we can do it, but you guys will be understand how to we can, what are the these 3 sections and how to we can record for the user in it, what things we need to record and the action, what things we need to record and user and what things we need can record. So everyone is clear.
Yes.
So, so I'm stopping for today up to now. So what is the today assignment means everyone can record for the our web tour script and everyone can record user init section will be launch part and login part and action part you guys will be record for the click on flight, find flight payment and user end part everyone can record for the sign up part. Just execute for the first time you need to execute only one time. And if you want to execute multiple times means you need to click on runtime settings. Here run logic. What is the run logic means? It indicate for the number of iterations means how many times you want to execute for this. You need to give for the here. So you guys can maybe anyone can doubt. You can do for here number of users. Why we can do for the in controller multi user point of view? Because here maybe you can do for the 5, 10 or 20 we can do it. But we want to execute for the 15,000, 20 or 1,02,000 users means we can't do here because here our vision will be crash. So just our smoke test point of view, like initial testing point of view, our script is working fine or not. We need test point of view only we can do for the 5 to 10 or 20 up to we can do it here. So first you guys will be execute one time and just observe for the results and you can send this screenshot to our group first time. And after that, again, you can go to the runtime settings and give for the 5 iterations and execute. And after that, replace summary, you need to send for this pic in our group. Okay. Everyone will be without fail. You can continue for today onwards will be, I'm starting for the in views and right. So everyone will practice and will continue for the tomorrow. And once we'll complete these sections, every day will interview section and as same to the before 10 minutes, I need to show the your assignment also. Okay. So anyone, any doubts regarding today class or anything? Everyone is good.
Yes.